Hello everyone, Praise Scooter here, and welcome back to more of Ocarina of Time. Last time, we finished the Spirit Temple, and I barely remember that this would happen, but as soon as you finish the Spirit Temple, and you either save and quit your game, or you warp back to the Temple of Time, excuse me, you are greeted by this cutscene. Link, I've been waiting for you. What? Link, the hero of time. Sheikah's gone through 5 different voices, I'm well aware. I can't nail it. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the king of evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikah. Ugh, it's story time again. Here we go. If you would seek the Sacred Triangle, listen well. The resting place of the Sacred Triangle, the Sacred Realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm becomes full of evil. If pure, the realm becomes a paradise. The Triforce, the Sacred Triangle. It is a balance that weighs the 3 forces, power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the Sacred Triangle it has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force of the Triforce. But if the one is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts, power, wisdom, and courage. Only one part of the remaining for those who touch the Triforce, the part resonating with the force must be the one who believes in it. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the 2 lost parts. Those 2 parts will be held within others chosen by destiny and who bears the Triforce marks bared on the back of their hands. That goes really fast! Help! 7 years ago, Ganondorf, the king of thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the Sacred Realm. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty, evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by destiny to hold the other 2 shards. The one who holds the Triforce of Courage? Yep. Good job. I'm awesome. Courage is you, Link. And the other who holds the Triforce of Wisdom is the 7th Sage, who is destined to be the leader of them all. Sweet ninjutsu. I didn't know you were this. I didn't know it was you. Oh. Oh. I get it now. I don't get it. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. Hey, where'd Sheik go? I am Sheik, you moron. Oh, okay. Wait, you're a Sheik? I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the evil king. Please forgive me. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant, Impa. I'm not gonna lie, they really did clean up Zelda's model for the 3DS version, but that actually just makes her look so much more. Something is wrong with this version of Zelda in my book. I don't know. I thought I should trust the Ocarina to you. I thought that you would be our best chance. But I wouldn't open the door, like a dumb. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm. But you were a moron and decided to open the door. Technically, you asked me to do that, so you're bad? But something I could never expect happened. After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf had become the evil king, and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. Still, technically, you're bad. I passed myself off as a Sheikah and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. Fair enough, but... And now you're back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf, the Evil King, will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf, the Evil King, will vanish from Hyrule. I like this plan. Seems simple enough. Hey, what was that whole part about Ganondorf was seeking you out actively? Link, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here is a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses, the power given to the Chosen Ones. A sacred arrow of light. Or the light arrow. Either way you want to read that, because I can't read apparently. Hey, you like final MacGuffins? Because this is actually the last item. This is the actual last item we get in the entire game. Is the light arrows. So I'm going to tell you, because they gave actual, like, in the N64 version, they gave actual MP costs for everything in the game. I believe... I don't think Nehru's Love had an MP cost. Ferrari's Wind had an MP cost of, like, 4, I want to say. The Ice and Fire arrows have an MP cost of 2. Din's Fire has a cost of 16. So Din's Fire is like the most magic intensive, quote unquote, if you're not going to count the drain over time that Nehru's Love has. The Light Arrows is the second most intensive magic drain of 12. What that all equates to? Yeah, remember how I was asking about, you know, how Ganondorf, you know, could possibly, like, was seeking you out actively? That rumbling, it can't be! Hey. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. God? That you? I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. But you let your guard down. I knew you'd appear if I let this kid wander around. So this is technically still her fault, right? Of course it is. Alright, cool. Just want to make sure I'm not at fault for any of this. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. Try saying the full words, Scooter. Full words. No, it was not the kid's power, misjudge. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. Sure, blame the gemstone. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, when I obtain these two, then I'll become the true ruler of the world. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. Isn't it technically her castle? Semantics. So yeah, all of the set pieces have been laid forth. So, at this point, it's technically not a point to no return, but I will tell you that if you want to do anything else, if you want to do anything at all, at this point, before now and going to the castle, now would be a good time to handle that. Because again, we won't have, there isn't a point of no return, but it's gonna be, you're gonna be kind of hard pressed to come back out of here once you start going. Which we're gonna be doing exactly that at some point. But here's what I will tell you, considering what we have, there is one last thing we can get, but there is no, before I go with next cutscene, I'll say, if you've been following along, there's no more gold Skulltulas, there's no more pieces of heart. There's no other collectibles to get, minus one thing, which we need something from inside of here to get access to. Link, can you hear me? It's Rauru, the Sage. We 6 will gather our power to create a bridge to the castle where Ganondorf dwells. The castle's keep, which is known as Ganon's Tower, is protected by 6 evil barriers. Bring down the 6 barriers and save Princess Zelda. Guys, look, Rainbow Road! Did Nintendo forecast Link's inclusion in Mario Kart 8 20 years in the future? Okay, I'll stop. So, funny thing I'll tell you about this place. Actually, I want to go around this place. I wonder how much you can kind of go around this place. I never tried this. Okay, there's a clear wall here, so we can't go beyond here. So funny thing, I'm still relating back to that. So when playing this game with a Game Shark back in the day to beat it, I had the jump thing on, and I was messing around in that cutscene with Zelda, quote unquote jumping, and it's actually kind of funny because Zelda will actually follow Link wherever he is. So when you're doing the jumping, Zelda's head will actually go up and down to follow where Link is, and it's kind of hilarious. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. Game Shark things. Anyway, ignore the doorman. I said ignore the doorman. But here's the chamber question. So we need to take care of these 6 colored things. There's 2 on the other side. There's one we want to start with. I'm trying to think. We don't want to start with spirit or light. Well, we cannot start with light. Like, period. I will say though, right over here, right below where you spawn, is a fairy fountain and a bunch of Deku Scrubs. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Apparently, you can't use the mirror shield to reflect their shots. It'll be a mystery what they sell, but it's not gonna be anything game breaking, so to say. Now, I'm trying to think of where I know where I want to start. If you want to kind of go for the most, basically get going through this with the least resistance, start with the shadow temple, quote unquote shadow temple. So you're going to be doing a bunch of messing around with your gear, mainly with the arrows while you're in this place. Arrows. So you'll be using a lot of arrow stuff to get around here. But be prepared to stop and grab some stuff along the way. And also prepare to reshoot targets. That was not worth it. Anyway. Now, at least for the Shadow Temple, a lot of these areas are going to share attributes with their temple counterparts. So just be prepared to do things that you did during the actual temple you went into, like finding hidden things. Oh right, and also putting on boots. Did I mention putting on boots? Because I forgot to mention putting on boots. That's not it. How do you get over there? Ah. So yeah, it's kind of like it almost feels like this area is to make sure you understand oh, that's why. I was like, why can't I get over? Maybe not boots. Reminder, it's been several years since I've last done this, so I don't remember everything. But alright, I'm gonna let this run out because we need to do something with fire again. But what we can do is shoot that over there to relight all these platforms. And we're going to want to hustle or bustle just a little bit. Push this button. And I don't recommend trying to run back up, just hookshot back up. But this is the reason why you want to do the shadow area first, or the shadow temple first. What do you want to call this? Because you get the gold gauntlets. Basically, there are 3 stones in the entire game you can lift up with these gold gauntlets. Don't ask why these are here randomly, they just are. Anyway, before we go forward, items, hammer. There we go. Pop that to get out of here, and part of what's that you can hook shot to this lamp? Let me try again. Nope, you can't. Okay. But yeah, they make you make heavy use of the lens of truth to get through this area. Leap of faith, and there you go. Now at the end of every room here, they're gonna have a room like this that's gonna have arrows and a magic bottle in it, because you have to equip your light arrows in order to take care of this. It's some kind of thing that basically just seals the power of the associated stage. The shadow barrier is dispelled. Please save the princess. I feel like this incarnation of Impa is like incredibly strict. That's why I've given her the voice I have. Now, like I said, there was one thing we had to do outside of the temple that we need to basically leave to go back and do, which we're gonna go do now. As dumb as this is, you come in here for 1 minute. You come in here for 1 minute to do the Shadow Temple, and then you leave again to basically get 100% completion of all collectible items and whatnot. It's dumb. I kind of hate it. And I don't think... Okay. Take my words with a grain of salt when I say this. I don't think there is really any other Zelda game that does this, to my knowledge. But I say take my knowledge of that with a grain of sand because I've obviously never played the CDI Zelda game, so... And rightfully, who would? I've never played Skyward Sword, as of the time of this recording. And I've never played the Oracle games. So that's 4 Zeldas I've never touched. But anyway, gold gauntlets. You know, there's something I forgot to do. Not really very important, but kind of important enough. There was a treasure chest back in the Goron area, basically, that we could have gotten once we got the silver gauntlets. But I think it was just money, so not really worth it. What do you want, Navi? Yes, I understand, but here's a very important thing. This rock. We couldn't do anything with this before we got the gold gauntlets. All I will say is that there are math nerds who have crunched numbers on that, and I'm gonna say that the number crunched is that rock weighs about 30 tons. I could be wrong, and if you know the source material that I'm pulling this from, you probably know better than I do. But just know that that's a big rock. That's a big boulder. I like that boulder. Anyway, this is the last fairy fountain, and this also gets us the last upgrade for the game, which basically we've already kind of trivialized the game because we've been getting pieces of heart left and right. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Courage. I will grant you an enchantment to your defensive power. Receive it now. No, it's not a tunic that makes you stronger. It's literally just doubles your current health. That's literally what just happened. So yeah, you know how we had 20 hearts, which could equate to from anywhere to like 40 to 20 hits before we're dead? That just got doubled, so now it's like 40 to 80 hits before we're dead. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. We basically just got the power to never die. But anyway, I think I'm actually going to cut this episode a little short, because we're going to be spending a lot of the next episode basically getting around and getting to the point where we can get access to the central tower. So next time on Ocarina of Time, we will clear more of the side rooms in Ganon's tower and maybe proceed up that tower a little bit. I'll see you folks then. Take care.